Hi there. Thanks for tuning in to the Frisco Chamber Candidate Forum. As you know, the Chamber has taken a much stronger position on governmental affairs issues and advocacy, and we're glad you're turning in. Really hope that you will go ahead and push this out and share it with your friends and your neighbors.
We want to say a special thank you to our sponsor, Atmos Energy. We also want to say a special thank you to all of our candidates who came out today to support the Chamber and also to support this forum. Remember, early voting starts on Monday, April 27th, and Election Day is on Saturday, May 9th. It's your voice, it's your vote. Make sure you use it. Collin College, or I suppose any candidate can answer this one, so we'll make it towards anyone. Why are you more qualified to serve than your opponent?
I'll take that.
One vote.
So I'll take it. For the Frisco ISD, as I said, right, it's all about educating our kids. So board does need to do financial aspect of it, but it's not just about balance or budgets. What board needs to do is about educating kids. So you need not just financial people, but also people that came through this journey, the journey of education. From all walks of life, not just engineering and medicine, from arts, from journalism, from music, right? That kind of journey, that kind of expertise would help shape the vision, would help shape the strategy, would help shape everything that our kids are going through every day. Thank you.
I'll take the next one. I think there's a perception that I'm very young. I'm 53. I'm older than Will, younger by just a little bit than Bob, but we voted probably our first election about the same time. So I'm a communicator. I'm an advocate. Through journalism, you learn that you cannot go out publicly and talk about how you feel. I can now. I have been through leadership training that I could talk to you for 3 hours, but we don't have that kind of time. Other than to say that leadership is always something that should be welcomed, and that the face of Frisco changes by population, and our council's going to change by representation. I think that contested races are wonderful, and I'm proud that I'm running, and I thank all that are supporting me, and I appreciate your vote and hope that you'll get out and vote early. Thank you.
I would feel obligated to respond just to say, I think experience matters. I think past contributions matter, and I think vision for the future matters. And I think I have all those.
From a board of trustees perspective, from Collin College, the board's job is to hire and fire the president, set the budget, set the vision. It's a limited job, and you've got to be used to operating at that level. So from a contrast for some of the folks I'm running against, that's what I do for a living. Just two of the projects I'm working on right now exceed the budget that the college has. So those are the numbers I'm used to.
First off, let me say I have the utmost respect for my opponent. I think he's done a great job. He's been one of the founding members. He's been there for the last 30 years. My platform is that with the new president coming in and with the changes in the growth in all the other areas in the county, the Collin College needs, with this new vision and the new leadership, they also need a new perspective on how to approach the business end of it. And that's why I'm running.
Yes, I need to respond to that. Some people, like this lady here, perceive me as being young, but I agree 100% with what Bob had to say. Experience matters, success matters, currency matters. I'm really the only candidate that's actually been in a boardroom making decisions. And I think we've done a great job with the college. We have big challenges ahead of us. I think I know how to approach those.
I'm running for the Frisco ISD Board of Trustees. I'm passionate about things. I may talk in a way that some people may not connect, but I'm very passionate about things, and I think I can make a great change there with low cost. I've done it throughout my life, whether it's corporate or my business. You can Google about me, you will see a business entity. You will see how people have commented about our school, Very low, it's a low cost, quality education. That's what I'm going to get. How do we do it? Yes, both are very contrary, but I think we can do it. And I appreciate your vote, and I will tell you that STAR, why do people fail in STAR? Because the thing is, we did not provide them the right support, They are very excited about it. They don't know how to how to answer a question probably. That is why they are very much scared. If they know the book, they will not be scared. They will go with their chest open. They'll say, yes, we'll answer it, you know. And I want that to read the status. Chest open, face the star. Don't be afraid of it. Thank you.
I'll go next. I'm Steve Cohn, Collin College, Board of Trustees. Anybody can run for elected office, so usually when you have someone running, the board does not get to pick who they're going to serve with. In my case, there was a vacancy on the Board of Trustees, and over 24 highly qualified people applied for it. And the current board felt that I had the experience, the education experience, the military leadership, the background, to be the candidate to serve on the board. I feel like I've jumped in and served very, very diligently. I've devoted my entire life to public service. And so I just can't imagine not serving the community. And I feel like I've got the ability to make the really tough decisions. We made tough decisions in Afghanistan, and we make tough decisions every day with students. And I think I take those two things and put them together, and it makes me highly qualified to stay on the board.
I kind of highlighted it in what I started with, but when I moved to Frisco, I just could not help but jump in and get involved. I volunteered at every level with the school, with the cities, within the community, and I've demonstrated proven leadership within our community. And that's kind of along the lines of what Bob was saying, that I have proven it, I have led in our community, and I think that is something that separates me in this race.
What I bring to this opportunity is a lot of experience. As a senior professional human resources and recruitment manager dealing with people, as a consummate community volunteer at all levels, the state level all the way down to local level, as an individual who's involved with their children's education. I bring a lot of those skills that I think that we need on this board. The fact that I do stand for straightforward priorities like fiscal responsibility, and I understand the transparency, and we need accessibility for our board of directors. We need to be able to be in our schools, visiting our PTAs, visiting our constituents, and find out exactly what they want for board members to do while they're serving as board of trustees. So that's what I bring to my candidacy, and that's what I'm going to bring to my position as a board of director at place 7. Sounds like we have an emergency.
Not your time, Peter.
I'll just go really quick. It's about leadership. It's about staying the course. Frisco ISD, we have one of the best school districts in the state, if not in the nation. We know why. It's about the small school concept. It's about our mission statement to know every student by name and need. It's about leadership, and it's about staying the course, and that's what I'm about.
I think the question is, how do we differentiate ourselves from our opponents? All of my opponents are super nice guys, and I've enjoyed campaigning along with them. I think I'm correct in saying I'm the only one that's running for place 7 who successfully built a small business from nothing. And that's important because although Collin College is a big entity, it's going to have to grow to accommodate all the needs that everybody's talked about in all these races. And that has to be smart growth. And I've built a small business with the smart growth strategy. So that's why I think I'm the man for the job for place 7. Thank you.
I think we're going under a warning to some extent.
Anyone else that, or 2 unopposed that did you want to say, even though?
Well, very briefly, again, I'll reiterate, it is an honor to serve the district. Like Chad, it's infectious. Once you get started, it's very difficult to stop. And I've had the privilege of serving on the Community Development Corporation, the Charter Review Commission, chaired the Parks and Recreation Board, and I think we're just getting started here. So thank you again for another 3 years, and I'm looking forward to being your advocate.
Well, I think we'll end on that question, because if you ask another question and they all answer it, we'll be here all day. And I know that several of them have another event that they're going to need to get to this afternoon. Before we go, I do want to do a couple of things. First, I would like you to thank all of our candidates, because this is a busy week for them. Here this morning, and we really want to encourage that and say thank you for that, because we know that as one of your largest constituents in Frisco, that we want to make sure that we are engaged with each of you, and that you are also engaged with us as a chamber. So we want to keep that as a top priority for us. I also want to remind you that early voting starts next week, and May 9th will be actually election day. And I also would like to tell you that we have a Facebook page for the Government Affairs Committee, and you can like it, share it. There will be pictures on there today. These videos will also be available either sometime today or later on this weekend, where if you want to go back and review some of the things that different candidates have said that you'd like to look at, you'll be available to do that. The other thing I would like to encourage you to do is to get involved. To get involved with our GAC, to get involved with our chamber. The only way that you can actually make a difference, we have a lot going on at the local level and at the state level and even at the federal level. The only way that you can make a difference in that is to actually get involved. And a great way to do that is through our Chamber of GAC. So I'm going to introduce Tony to come up one last time and do our closing remarks, and then we'll be dismissed.
I just want to say, how was that timekeeping? I'm asking you, I'm not asking you. Seriously, folks, thank you guys for coming on out. There's a saying that I heard a long time ago, decisions are made by those who show up. These folks have shown up and are willing to serve, and having been there, I understand what that takes, and I appreciate all of them being willing to serve and contribute to their community. Also appreciate all of you coming on out. It is those that show up to the polls and make the decisions. You are the educated ones that are going to be going out there, so I ask you to challenge everybody to go ahead and challenge your neighbors, challenge your friends, share the links that we're going to have on this forum. We understand not everybody can make this forum or that forum. We're going to try to take the forum to the people, and so we encourage you, like it, spread it, let people get out there and find out. I definitely want to thank Atmos for sponsoring this event. Thank you guys very much. And if you haven't noticed, over the last couple of years, I want to thank the board because they have allowed the chamber to really take positions on issues that are important to the business community. And you're going to see that. You have seen that increasingly. I want to thank our chairman. I want to thank our staff liaison, everybody from the GAC committee. If you were involved in some way, raise your hand. And I want to thank all of them. We are working to make certain that, yes, the residents and the citizens are the ones who show up at the polls, but they are also employees. They also own businesses. And we want to make certain that all of our elected officials, local level, state level, county, federal, it's a two-way street. We're going to help them accomplish things that we want to do for our communities, but we also want them to understand and listen what the business community and by de facto the residents are also asking for. So we want to make certain it's a two-way street. We thank everybody here and just urge you, get involved. Once again, decisions are made by those that show up. Thank you all very much. Encourage you to come visit with these guys some more. Make certain all your questions are answered. Thank you very much.